about the officer and his family as well. Columbus police are keeping us up to date on Stephen Smith's condition. Good evening, I'm Ellie Merritt.
And I'm Dwayne Pullman. Police tell us the family is staying close. Tonight this morning, officers formed a motorcade to escort Smith's family to the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center.
We have team coverage tonight as we focus on Officer Smith and his service. Let's start with Dan Perlman, who is at OSU with more on what happened here. Dan?
Well, you know, Officer Smith has spent half his life with the Columbus Police Department, so no surprise a steady stream of officers here down Medical Center Drive. Still a very emotional day here. Through rain and rush hour, an escort for Officer Smith's family arriving here on campus to stay with a Columbus police veteran. It was early Sunday. Officer Smith, the CPD SWAT team, moved in on a Clintonville apartment in an effort to serve a warrant for arson. The suspect fired. Police telling us Smith was hit. A well-trained, well-liked officer down.
He was cared for immediately by the other team members.
Those same SWAT team members continued to dodge bullets, even a fire at the apartment. They arrested Lincoln Rutledge hours later, only to learn the news was not good. Officer Smith remains in critical condition. A CPD Facebook post, quote, his family, friends, and a Columbus Division of Police chaplain remain by his side. The division, the chief, asking for your prayers.
This all points out the dangers of the work that we do. This is a difficult job at best. And then to confront people that we need to apprehend who want to fight back and harm us is always on the minds of our officers, and yet they handle these situations professionally all the time.
And amongst the visitors here today, I've seen former police chief James Jackson, current mayor Andy Ginther stop by here. Of course, a very emotional day. The department again asking for everyone's prayers. Live in Columbus, Dan Perlman, NBC4.
Dan, thank you. As the officers continue to visit Officer Smith, we've been learning a lot more about him. As Dan said, he has served Columbus Police for over 2 decades. NBC4's Ted Hart continues our team coverage tonight from Columbus Police Headquarters about who Officer Smith really is.
Well known and well liked within the Division of Police, Steve Smith, Smitty, has 27 years on the force, most recently as a member of the elite SWAT team. His personnel file shows an exemplary record and a highly trained officer. Over the years, Smith has worked on the streets, in the air with the helicopter unit, in the water as part of the dive team, and as a sniper with SWAT. He has put himself in harm's way many times. In November of 2013, Smith was injured during a shootout in a parking lot near Easton. The SWAT team had confronted Danny Thornton, who'd shot and killed his ex-girlfriend and a 9-year-old boy earlier that day. Smith caught some shrapnel in the exchange of gunfire. For that incident, Smith was awarded a Blue Star and a Distinguished Service Medal. In this case, Smith was in the turret of a SWAT armored vehicle like this one, protected by armor in all but the smallest of gaps.
That was Ted Hart reporting, and we